And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
And good morning. Welcome to the On-Air Open House. It's 10 o'clock on the West Coast. That means it's time for the Radio Real Estate Show. Good to see you again, Sherry.
Good to see you, Tom.
Nice to be back in the studio. And look who's back with us.
I know, all the way from Galveston, Texas.
Did you recognize his vehicle when he drove up to the radio station this morning? Had a pair of horns on the front of the car.
Exactly.
We thought it was JR coming to town. The reincarnation of JR. Well, so Bill, it's good to have you back with us.
It's great to be back.
You had a good holiday?
It was fabulous. What a gorgeous place to go.
Oh, wait a minute. I said holiday. It's the wrong word. Sorry. You had special fun on your special assignment.
A special assignment.
Yeah.
We were examining the economic costs of living in
that too, huh?
Texas.
Just in case your tax guy is listening, it was
Exactly.
a business trip.
Business trip.
So you're back. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So we going to show some pictures a little later on in the program?
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures.
Well, at least we can enjoy them.
We'll show you some pictures of Texas, too.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. So Bill Mack is back. Hey, I like that. Bill Mack is back. He is president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. He's in the studio with us. He's back from his fun facting. What was it? Fact-finding mission in Galveston, Texas. He's going to join us in just a couple of minutes with the weekly mortgage rate update.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
I'm also going to be talking about when is Vancouver, and when is Vancouver not Vancouver?
Oh, no, that's a good question. What is Vancouver, and when is Vancouver
not Vancouver?
Not Vancouver. Okay.
And Finn Jensen, our radio real estate handyman, says indoor pollen can be prevented.
You see, Bill has had time to think and ponder things on his vacation.
Exactly.
What is it? When is Vancouver? When is it not?
Yes.
Vancouver? Okay. We're also going to chat about the Canadian Home Income Plan, better known as the CHIP program, and we have a very special guest coming on the show this morning. His name is Colin Johnston. He is the Regional Vice President, Western Canada for the Home Equity Bank. So looking forward to that.
Great guy. I've known him for years. Does some really interesting things. Andrea Jock is also from Keller Williams. Elite Realty is back from her special assignment in Hawaii.
Wow.
Oh, ho, ho.
Aloha.
And Tom's going to talk to her about the market in the Tri-Cities.
And Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential, North America's residential property management leader, will have a Strata 101 recap for us.
And we'll be looking at real estate in the North Shore, North and West Vancouver, with our North Shore expert, Donna Smoot of Remax Masters Realty.
We're also going to talk about Delta Rise. This is beside my favorite Remax office on 80th there, the tallest condo tower on its way to North Delta with sales manager Mick Lutz.
It's now 10:03, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
And it's time now for our weekly mortgage rate update with Bill Macklin, the president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Bill, you've been away, but the money business continues. How are things looking?
It really does. I mean, our rates are not much different than what the Americans are. We have a 2.97. They have a 2.99 for a 5-year term down in Houston. So we're probably on the same par with them, and they actually do have some 5-year terms, even though we're all aware of the fact that some of them have a 30-year term. But the 5-year terms are 2.99 in Houston right now today. So we're at 2.99, 2.97, which are great rates. That's a 5-year term. So that's about $420 a thousand, $420 $100,000 for a mortgage payment if you want to do your own calculations. Variable rates are down to as low as 2.45, which is about $392 per 100,000. So they're slipping down a little bit. Looks like they're going to stay like this for a while. The Canadian government had a look at the unemployment rate, and things have not gone the way they want them to. So we don't see any great inflation coming on the horizon anytime soon. So from my perspective, I'm thinking the rates are going to stay pretty much where they are right now for a couple of months.
Well, our question this week comes from Carolyn Hunt of Vancouver. Carolyn would like to know if she can get out of her fixed mortgage early by paying a penalty.
That's a good question. Thanks very much, Sherry. Carolyn is asking a good question in regards to the fixed mortgage early penalties. What happens, I have a client right now that's selling his place and buying another place, and there's a gap between the time of selling and the time of possession. And so the bank has decided, and as they all do, so this is not new, they're all going to do a holdback, the penalty holdback. So they're going to pay out the penalty. So he's only about a $300,000 mortgage, and the payout penalty on that is $29,000.
Wow.
This all started back in about 2004 when the banks were losing money when the rates had dropped from the 4.5 and 5.5 down to, excuse me, that's wrong, from 5.5 and 6.5 down to 4%. And so banks were actually getting paid out from these other new lenders. And so credit unions decided that, hey, you know what, we're losing money, we're going to change the way the pale penalty is calculated. And I've been doing this a long time, so I know what the old way was. But when I talk to any of the lenders and discuss with them about the changes and how these pale penalties are calculated, they say, "Oh no, Will, you're wrong. That's not the way it was." Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but it is. And so this is a fact that what they're doing is they're trying to keep the clients with that particular lender by making sure the pale penalties are huge. So yes, you can pay it out. You can get out of your mortgage early. You're going to be paying out a pale penalty if you want to get a better rate. If you want the same rate, there's not much point in doing it. So you got to be very careful. So the lenders that are actually not charging such high pale penalties are what they call the virtual lenders, the ones that do not have bricks and mortars. And so these are the First Nationals, the Street Capitals, the Canadianas, I guess what else we got in there? We got MCAP. We've got a number of them there, like the INGs. So they're virtual lenders, and they don't charge the heavy pale penalties because they're trying to get your business in the first place. So there is an alternative to this kind of challenge on pale penalties.
Great. Thank you, Bill. And for more expert mortgage information, you can go online and visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
We're coming up to 7 minutes after 10 o'clock. It's Radio Real Estate. In the next segment of the program, we'll speak with our special guest, Colin Johnston, who is the Regional Vice President for Western Canada of the Home Equity Bank. We'll be talking about the Canadian Home Income Plan, better known as CHIP.
Yes, it's a good program.
And our Tri-City specialist, Andrea Jacques of Keller Williams Elite Realty, will be here to talk about real estate in the Tri-Cities.
Good morning. It's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer is Paul Dembski, and you are listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, it's Bill Macklin. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
Hi, this is Rima with the Delta Rise, Delta's tallest tower at 37 stories and great floor plans of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. Are you renting? Why rent when you can own? Delta Rise is offering pre-construction pricing. Come out and take advantage now before our Experience Center closes this fall. For more information, visit us at the corner of Scott Road and 80th Avenue or online at deltarise.ca. Come find out what all the hype is about. It's why we call it 37 stories of wow.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
I'm Judith Harris, General Manager of First Service Residential. If we have the privilege to manage your individual investment home or condo, we use the utmost care and integrity in selecting and screening a tenant for your investment. We'll verify the occupation, income, references, and previous landlords of any prospective tenants to ensure your asset is protected and in good hands. If this is a pet-friendly home, we screen the pet as well. Our in-house licensed rental agents are a team committed to excellence in finding the best and most suitable tenant for every one of your properties. Please visit us at fsresidential.com.
Vancouver weather. I do believe this is the first Saturday of June, is it not?
It is.
I do believe that next Saturday is Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, it's sneaking up on us pretty fast. It's going to be a mix of cloud and sun today. High 21 degrees on the coast, 24 degrees inland. The UV index is 7 or high.
And tomorrow is mainly cloudy with 30% chance of showers only in the evening. And on Monday, it's sunny with a high of 20.
Right now, it is 17 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
AM 650.
Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love.
Hey, you didn't think they had a song about Chip Chip, huh?
I can't believe that.
I thought, what a great opportunity.
No kidding.
I haven't heard that song for eons.
I'd never heard it.
It's Gene McDaniels. Excuse me, Gene McDaniels. Early 1960s, but you were back in Winnipeg then, so you probably never got an opportunity to hear that.
No.
No. So we're we're chipping away, chipping at that mansion of love. And you know what? There are some people who might want to stay in that mansion of love.
Oh, I tell you,
Excuse me.
there's a real opportunity to unlock the value in your home.
Well, some people have been there for a long, long time. And there's a gentleman that you do business with. You know him quite well.
Yes.
And he can maybe help people stay in their homes and help them out in their golden years.
Oh, this gentleman and his team, they do a great job. And it's a real eye opener, because some of the information we've had in the past about this particular program was a little bit misinformation. And with the information they're now providing, I can't understand why anybody wouldn't be looking at this program.
Well, our special guest this morning is Colin Johnston. He is the Regional Vice President, Western Canada with the Home Equity Bank. Colin, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody today?
We're good, and thank you for getting up to be with us. I appreciate that. I guess on Saturday morning you're probably doing family things, but thank you for being on the radio with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Now, you've known Bill for a little while, I take it?
Yes, I have.
Lucky guy.
Yes, I am.
Let's talk a little bit about the Home Equity Bank and about the CHIP program. First of all, what is the CHIP program, in case people don't know?
Well, what we are is we are the only national provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. We've been in business for about 28 years, started in North Vancouver. We're a Canadian-only company, and we actually are a Schedule I bank. So we really offer financial solutions for anybody who is 55 years old or older, has equity in their home, wants to remain in their home, and maybe enhance their retirement.
Yeah, like the money that we've been looking at lately can be used from the reverse mortgage. It can be used for home maintenance, home help services. Like let's say, rather than selling your home and moving into an assisted care, you could actually have the money to have some assisted care come into your own home. So, because as we know, as people get older, the stress of moving is stressful and can cause some unfortunate incidences like passing away. Absolutely. And the extra income, all of which could be, and they can get an income stream as well. So you get an income stream, so that you could actually be quite financially secure staying in your home as long as you decide that that's what you want to do.
So you might be able to get some money from the CHIP program and in turn maybe purchase another home that causes passive income.
You could do that too.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, we've certainly seen a trend with the housing market and sort of the Sun Belt of the United States that a lot of people are utilizing reverse mortgages in Canada to buy that second property. Spend their winters down in the United States. Stay there for a couple of months and maybe rent it out for the other couple of the months and maybe pay some of the interest towards the reverse mortgage.
I've got something to be looking forward here. I'm looking forward to this. Colin, tell us about some of the misnomers, some of the misconceptions people have about you and about the Home Equity Bank and about the CHIPS program. I think people think that, I get involved with you folks and then that's it. You get the house.
That's funny. A lot of people think that. And, whenever I talk to people, they automatically assume that. What they don't understand is we are just simply a mortgage. So they maintain control of their property. They can sell when they choose. And when they do sell it, the rest of the equity is theirs. So, a lot of people think we take title to the house, and we actually use up all the equity. Because we start at such a small and sensible amount of the home equity, they have lots of equity left in that house after they choose to sell it.
Let's suppose somebody borrows some money from you for the CHIP program, and they think, let's say they win the lottery.
Right.
And they want to pay you back. Are they able to do that?
Anytime. Just like any mortgage, all they have to do is give us a call, find out what's owing, pay us off, and of course the rest of the money left over is theirs.
I think because a lot of people figure that once they were you were working with them that was it, that they had to die and then you get the house.
Absolutely. Again, many people think they sign the title of the house over to us, and that's just not the case. It's just like a mortgage, like any other mortgage in the marketplace. Really, it is just a mortgage where they're either allowed to make payments or not. That's all that it is.
We were chatting at your office a few weeks ago, and you were saying that when you have a senior citizen come in, it's great. You love to talk to them, sit down, have a cup of coffee, but you always want to make sure that they have a family member with them so you can explain it in depth to them as well, right?
We want whoever, has concerns about it, whoever they trust in their lives, whether that's children, whether that's a neighbor, their financial advisor, or the trusted mortgage broker. We want everybody there involved so everybody really understands what we're doing. And generally when they see it, I tell you, everybody's very surprised and happy to see how it works. Because, again, everybody really assumes it's very different than what it is. So we like to have everybody involved so everybody's comfortable.
That's very important. As we work together, you and I find that when we pass a client to yourself, we actually handhold their hands as we go through the process with them until such time as they're comfortable, and then CHIP looks after them. So we find that team approach works really well in what we do.
I think what we should do too at this point is, anybody's listening is that are interested in this is to give the website, and we'll give Colin's phone number as well. The website is Home Equity Bank. That's HOMEQUITY bank.ca. Home Equity Bank. .ca. And can we give your 778 number, Colin?
Absolutely. So my phone number is 778-877-3031.
778-877-3031. Colin, how old do people have to be before they can get in touch with you?
Well, they can get in touch with me anytime, even beforehand. But to qualify for our solution, all title holders have to be 55 years old or older.
Okay, so if you're 55 plus, you need a couple of bucks, you want to stay in your house, this is the guy to call. Now, Colin, does your financing just deal with single-family homes, or if anybody has a townhouse or a condo, are they eligible as well?
Yeah, we do a lot of business with people in condos, townhouses. You know, we deal with most properties in Canada. You know, excluding some lease properties, of course. You know, they're a little more complicated, but we're certainly willing to look at that. But we look at most properties all over the country. We do operate coast to coast, right to Newfoundland to Victoria, and you know we look at all properties like most banks.
Some of the things that I like about the CHIP program is that, and what a lot of people don't understand is that first off, their goal is to stay in the home they're in. So that's all they talk about. They don't realize that they could actually take out, for example, I got an example here in front of me, a 70-year-old from Toronto. If he took out $48,000 from his CHIP program, he could actually create an annuity, a lifetime annuity, which he could actually pass on to his children if he wanted to. And it's going to pay him over $300 a month. That's just with $45,000. So there are different ways of creating some wealth here that have never been seen before. I mean, like the rates that they're charging are reasonable from the CHIP program. And then if you're able to invest your money through either a mortgage investment corporation or a really good financial advisor that's going to get somewhere between 7 and 9%, you could actually create an annuity whereby you'll be able to live in that home for the rest of your life.
Absolutely, we have a multitude of financial providers that are using that for investment purposes. You know, people retaining their assets longer instead of selling off their investments in retirement to fund it. You know, people are living longer than ever. There's a little stat in Canada that said for a Canadian couple who's 65 years old today, there's a 1 in 2 chance that one of them will live to the age of 92.
Wow.
So we really have to make those investments last as long as possible, and a lot of financial advisors are utilizing our solution to do just that.
How old would the oldest person you've ever dealt with be?
You know, me personally, 98.
Wow. But this is a way for somebody to, you know, not only enjoy their home, but to increase kind of their lifestyle. They don't have to retire and just live off what they get from Canada Pension or from their other investments. They can actually, you know, use this CHIP program and increase their lifestyle and go on those holidays that they've always wanted to go on and still retain their house.
You know, in fact, we see a lot of people who are actually afraid to live in retirement because they're afraid that they're going to run out of money. Mm-hmm. But they're sitting on this massive asset that's grown year after year. And once they find out that it's a real sensible solution, it doesn't eat up all their equity, they can dramatically enhance their retirement, and there's still a nice inheritance left over for the kids later.
I think you must have gone to the same school as Bill Macklin, because whenever I talk to Bill about this subject, he always says, why make your kids rich? You own your house, make your house work for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, in our scenario, once we get everybody involved, the advisors, the kids, they find out everybody wins in this scenario.
Well, even if you're in an area of Canada that's not seeing any increased crude values of the home, if you were a retired person taking some equity out of your house, like what happens if the income they take out of their house surpasses the value of the house?
Well, we are one of the only mortgage lenders, or maybe the only mortgage lender in the country. If the housing market dramatically went down, we guarantee that the client of the estate will never owe us money. They never have to pay us more than the fair market value of that home.
And that's
so there's a lot of protection for the estate and the client.
Let's say that there's somebody listening to us right now on the internet. They're listening, let's say, in Prince George, and they're interested in this. They can participate as well. How would they get in touch with you?
Well, we do have the easier website. You sort of gave the long version, Tom.
Right.
We have one that's just www.chip.ca.
Oh, I better write that down.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's the easy one. You know what? The other one, again, just www.chip.ca. Give us a call. We have business development managers and people out to help right throughout the country.
Now, and if there's anybody locally that's interested in this, if they come to your office because you're essentially located in Langley?
We are, but we also have mobile reps that are happy
great.
to go in and meet the brokers and seniors in their homes or their offices, wherever it's convenient. People are comfortable. We're happy to oblige.
Kind of like Bill Macklin. You jump in the truck and away you go.
Well, you know what? I want to give a little plug for Bill, but Bill has a tremendous understanding of the solution. He's a very, very, very skilled broker, and anybody who wants to talk about it, please feel free to give Mr. Macklem a call as well.
You know, this is the very first time I've ever seen Bill blush.
Well, you know what? Just we have seen quite a trend in Canada that more people are using brokers to set this up than ever before. Brokers have sort of the knowledge of a multitude of all financial solutions out in the marketplace. And, people like to go to the experts. So, again, people like Mr. Macklem can really, tell them if this is the right fit for them. And, sometimes it's not. It has an alternative.
So, once again, if somebody over the age of 55 owns their own home, they're looking for some solutions, they like to get a few bucks in the purse.
Yes.
About how much could they get percentage-wise for the value of their home?
Well, it's up to 50%. In reality, the average is somewhere about 40%. It's just a good, small, sensible amount. And we've seen in our 28 years in business that home should grow in value faster than an interest accrues.
Right.
That's why we like to just give that small, sensible amount just to make sure that there is money in the future, so they have choices.
And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't need to pay you back until, well, you know when. Or,
That's right.
Or if they choose to, they can make payments, correct? Like a regular mortgage.
Well, exactly. It depends how they handle it. If they have a lot of extra cash flow, they can certainly pay our interest every year and the mortgage never grows. If things are tight one year, they can skip doing that. That's really their choice. It's really a payment optional mortgage.
Make it pretty easy for everybody, right?
Absolutely. And there are no credit requirements or income verification. This is purely based on age and the value of the home.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
So you don't have to own your home outright. You just have to have some equity in it.
The majority of people we see, just because things have been a little bit tight in retirement, they actually do have a mortgage already. So we create cash flow by eliminating mortgage payments and retiring that mortgage for them.
Because, we ain't going to be living too long on what the government's going to give us.
Yes. No question about it, And things, with the, as we're all aware, the baby boomers are now seniors. The first one's now 65 years old. And the trend's just growing more and more, and we're just getting busier and busier, just out there to help people.
You have a stat there on people over 65 in terms of the amount of wealth in Canada that's held by them.
Yeah, our data says that 77% of seniors' wealth who are homeowners is in their house. So the good news, it's been growing year after year. The bad news is it's doing really nothing to help them fund their retirement unless we access a solution like this.
Well, excuse me, I have an idea. I think what we should do is get together, call Colin, get a couple of bucks, get an Airstream, and hit the road.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And Tom and Bill, I'd like to give an alternate phone number as well.
Absolutely.
Just in case you get a hold of me. I also have another local number that is 604 484 6021
6021.
And that'll ring right to our local office where we'd be delighted to help.
All right, so that's 604-484-6021.
You bet.
And the website, the easy one to remember, if you're like me and you have trouble with all these wwws, it's chip.ca, right?
That's correct.
Everything you want to know. You got a great website. There's lots of information on there.
Or one more time,
yes?
Give Bill Macklem a call. That works too.
Well, he's well rested because he was in.
That's Mr. Macklem to you.
Mr. Macklem.
Mr. Macklem, that's correct.
No, to Colin, it's hey, Willie. No, kidding. You guys have known each other for a while. Colin, I want to thank you for taking time. It was a pleasure. I think you've sort of like opened the door for some people, turned on the lights, and they go, hey, that's not so bad at all.
No, you know what? Like I said, we're in the business of keeping, letting seniors retire on their terms, and we do some pretty wonderful things for people to enhance their retirement. I'm delighted to do what I do for a living, and just want to show people what we do.
Once again, the website is chip.ca. Make it easy, and the telephone number is 604-484-6021.
You bet.
Colin, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. We'll get you back on the program.
You all have a great weekend. Thank you very much.
Thanks Colin.
Okay.
All right. That's interesting stuff.
Oh, it really is. I mean, there is a wealth of opportunity here for anybody that has any equity in the home. It really is. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I'm finding over the years, and as you know, I've been a broker for almost 30 now, I'm finding that most people that have any kind of home equity wealth, because we never had any money growing up as kids and as even our own parents who might have been alive in the 30s, because there's a wealth in the home, they don't actually know what to do with it. And so with most of us, we've never seen $100,000 sitting on a table or $200,000 sitting on a table. So because we've never seen it, we don't know what to do with it. So therefore, we just kind of forget about it because it's just outside of our scope. what happens with this particular program that Colin has is that people can actually take the equity from their home, stay in their home, upgrade their home if they wanted to, and actually go through this whole process whereby they can actually have an income stream. They can take some money out, maybe want to give it to the kids ahead of time, so they can give them the inheritance ahead of time so they can see the kids enjoy it. Maybe they're going to buy themselves a home, that type of thing. So there's a bunch of different opportunities here. And so what he makes it sound very simple, we're just going to take the equity out of your home. They do a whole lot more than that. They actually look at you as a client and try to guesstimate what's going to happen in the next 10 to 15 years, so they can actually do some financial planning with you, so that you can get safe in terms of whatever decision you're going to make.
So if you have a dream, perhaps Colin can make it come true for you.
Absolutely.
Visit his website, chip.ca. That's chip.ca, or give him a call, 604-484-6021. That's 604-484-6021. The gentleman's name is Colin Johnston, and he is the Regional Vice President for Western Canada with the Home Equity Bank.
Yeah, then they do a real great program. We deal with one of the specific lenders, one of the specific road reps, if that's what you call him, Clint, and he's been in business a long time as well. He was a broker, and now he's working with these guys and with Chip, and he does a great job. So we work as a complete team. So you got Colin, you've got Clint, and myself, and we work with our clients.
Bunch of old guys, taking care of old guys. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't lose your home.
I'm just kidding. No, I don't want to do that. Colin, thank you very much for being with us, and we're going to get him back on the show again, right?
Yeah.
Good job. So. Interesting information. 26 minutes after 10 o'clock, and right now it's time to find out what is going on in the Tri-Cities. She is back from fact-finding mission in Honolulu.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's say good morning to Andrea Jock. Andrea, hello there.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, Sherry.
Perhaps we should say aloha to you.
Aloha.
And thank you. Thank you for bringing back the sunshine with you. You did a great job.
Anytime.
So you're all rested? You're ready to get back to real estate here in the Tri-Cities?
It's been very busy even while I was away. And today I'm featuring two fabulous new listings. Number 104-3065 Primrose is an immaculate ground-level condo in North Coquitlam with beautiful fountains and pristine landscaping, where you can enjoy your own private patio with convenient street-level access. The open 850 square feet, fully renovated layout includes 2 large bedrooms separated by a bright and spacious living room next to a large kitchen. This resort-style complex comes with great amenities such as an indoor pool, gym, sauna, and hot tub. Just a short walk to Lafarge Lake, Douglas College, Coquitlam Center Shopping, West Coast Express, and the new Evergreen Line. My other new listing is a spectacular oceanfront property featuring 105 feet of waterfront on a 25,000 square foot lot with your own private dock with deep water moorage, all overlooking Bedwell Bay and beyond. This pristine custom-built home in 2001 by award-winning Falcon Homes welcomes you with a grand 18-foot open-concept floor plan with floor-to-ceiling windows, taking in the breathtaking views and offering a stunning escape fireplace. The gourmet kitchen with top-of-the-line Sub-Zero and double convection oven is a chef's delight, and step right out to your fabulous 800-square-foot patio and take in the views while listening to the sounds of the soothing creek in the background. A perfect place for evening barbecues. Come by and visit the open house today and tomorrow from 1 to 4 p.m. Tomorrow from 9:30 to 4:30, gather up your teddy bears to watch the Festival Coquitlam Parade and the Teddy Bear Picnic located at Town Center. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
Whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pgmre.com.
Now, next week on the Radio Real Estate Show, we welcome Doug Livingston back to the program. Doug's going to be with us on a full-time basis for the next little while, doing a series on seniors in real estate.
Oh, good choice.
That'll
Wonderful.
be good. Yeah, and also Leo Pascalides, who is a realtor with the residential group on West 4th down in the heart of Skitsalano. I call it Skitsalano because we used to work down there at that time.
Exactly.
All the hippie dippies are down there. But he's got a great new real estate program coming up. He's got he's doing some project marketing, and we're going to talk about Vancouver real estate every week with Leo as well. So that'll be interesting.
That'll be great. Yeah. In our next segment, we'll be joined by Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential, North America's residential property management leader. And this morning, Scott will give us a Strata 101 recap.
We'll also be speaking with Mick Lutz. Mick is the sales manager, the general manager over at the Delta Rise.
And I'll have this week's celebrity real estate gossip. And today I'm talking about JFK's winter home is up on the market, and Jean-Luc Picard is selling a residence.
I think if you were to buy that house and those walls could talk,
Yes,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think you learn out something pretty good. It's 10:30 on the West Coast. It's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer is Paul Densky, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hello, I'm Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential. We're the largest residential property management company in Greater Vancouver. Currently, we manage over 45,000 residences located in over 430 strata buildings throughout the city. Our focus is centered around you, our customer. We know you'll feel the difference. Trust First Service Residential to professionally manage your strata corporation with our focus on customer service. Visit fsresidential.com today to request a proposal.
Hi, this is Rima with Delta Rise, Delta's tallest tower at 37 stories and great floor plans of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. Are you renting? Why rent when you can own? Delta Rise is offering pre-construction pricing. Come out and take advantage now before our Experience Center closes soon. For more information, visit us at the corner of Scott Road and 80th Avenue or online at deltarise.ca. Come find out what all the hype is about. It's why we call it 37 Stories of Wow.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labour and materials. We're proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, this is Donna Smood of Remax Masters Realty in West Vancouver. I've lived here all my life and know this is a great place for you to live too. The North Shore offers everything. Spectacular mountain, ocean, and city views, apartments starting from $350,000 and up, and homes starting from $950,000 and up. When you are ready to buy or sell on the North Shore, give me a call at 604-803-0931 or visit my website at smoodrealestate.com. SMOOD. It's all about you.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
AM 650.
No, I'm not too sure if we're going to be talking about the homeboy. Yo, homie, yo, yo, yo. Or if we're going to be talking about everybody needs a homeboy.
I think everybody needs a home.
I think everybody needs a home, too. And there's a great new development underway in North Delta.
Yes.
What is it, Scott Road and 88th?
Scott Road and 80th.
80th.
And it's right there on the North Delta side of Scott Road. And it's a fantastic show home.
And once it's built, you're not going to be able to miss it.
Oh, you won't.
It's the biggest thing that's making its way to North Delta. We call it the Delta Rise, and we have the sales manager on the line right now. Mick Lutz is with us. Good morning, Mick.
Good morning, Tom. Another great Saturday morning.
Any Saturday is a great morning, especially when I get to talk to you, and I get to talk to you about a place that they're building in Delta, and it's called the Delta Rise, the biggest thing that is on its way to the city, and it's 37 stories of wow.
Exactly it. It's been a great success. We're moving ahead on schedule at the moment. The city has upgraded all the water sewer systems in preparation.
Things are looking positive. Things are moving ahead. Now, if people are thinking about making a move, they live in Delta, let's say, they want to stay in Delta, this would be a great opportunity for them.
So absolutely. If you want to stay in the area, it's conveniently located, great shopping, great transportation. It's a fantastic address.
Tell us a little bit about the building. If somebody decides to come and have a look, what will they see when they come to see you at your presentation center?
Well, you're going to get a little bit of everything here. First-time home buyer, downsizer, even revenue properties. These are ideal. I suggest that anybody who's thinking of doing something like this should get their head in the door, have a look. You got to see them to believe them. Very well finished, very well appointed, great amenities in the building.
Top of the line appliances.
KitchenAid and Maytag, they've gone an extra mile on the appliances and the fit and finish in these.
You can't get much better than that. Let's talk about some of the indoor amenities as well. You have a gym.
There's a gym, there's an entertainment room, there's a media room, a work center. There's even a workshop in this building, Tom.
You know, I think that's a great idea, too, because there might be some people listening who are in the throes of downsizing, and maybe they're thinking, gee whiz, you know, I like to downsize, but I've got a workshop here at my home. I'm going to miss that. But such is not the case at Delta Rise.
Well, that's one of the biggest challenges with the downsizers. They have to give up their big deck, their backyard, their workshop. This building has all of those. The big green space, you have enormous decks on these. You really got to see them. And there's a workshop downstairs. So if you've got a hobby or you want to fix something or build something, there's a place to go.
Let's talk a little bit about the patios, because I truly love your patios. As a matter of fact, some of the patios at Delta Rise are bigger than some people's apartments downtown.
You're right there. On average, they're just over 300 square feet. They're enormous. I'd challenge anyone to find anything comparable in Vancouver that's not a penthouse.
Oh, absolutely. Great place to live. You're in the center of everything. There's transportation right there, shopping, medical. It's right there, right around the corner. Now, Mick, if somebody would like to come and see you this weekend, please tell us how to find you.
We are located on the corner of 80th and Scott Road in Delta. Very easy to find. If people are looking, you got to at least stick your head in the door and take a look at us. So we've got a great offering here.
And you have a couple of great presentation centers, a great couple of show suites, too, to show people.
Oh, yeah. People can really get a sense of what these are all about. A big presentation center. We've got all the information on hand. And there's a great opportunity still to get pre-construction pricing right now.
Well, fantastic. I hope you have a great weekend. Next weekend is Father's Day. Might be a nice idea to come by this week and scout something out for Dad for next week.
We'll put a bow on it for him.
Sounds good. Always a pleasure talking to you, Mick. We'll do this again next week.
Thanks so much, Tom.
To get more information on Delta Rise, call 604-594-7473 or visit deltarise.ca.
10:37 on the Radio Real Estate Show. And yes, next Sunday is Father's Day.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday,
Sunday, right?
Sunday,
yeah.
Sunday?
Yeah. So I want to know why it is when on Mother's Day, you buy Mom roses, you take her out to dinner, you buy her chocolates, you get anything. But when it comes to Dad, you buy him stuff like a barbecue, you make him do all the work. I don't understand this. What is that?
I don't either. I'm waiting for the answer.
He's waiting for the barbecue.
Well, you see, now that's the thing here. Now, there are a lot of dads out there who just love to barbecue.
Yes, they do.
There are a lot of dads out there who don't care to barbecue.
Yes,
I happen to be one of those.
No, you need a tie.
No, I don't need a tie. I've got plenty of ties. We did underwear, socks, ties. You know, that's for little kids for Christmas.
Full compliment.
Yeah, like I'm the kind of dad that likes to watch other dads barbecue. I just sit there and go, that looks pretty good to me.
Not bad.
And that's not a bad idea. But next Saturday is Father's Day, so...
Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday, I'm sorry, Sunday.
You keep saying
Sunday.
I think you just want a full weekend of Dad's Day.
What a great idea.
Saturday and Sunday,
That's
why not?
a great idea, Sherry. Next
Dad's
Saturday and
weekend.
Sunday, Dad's weekend from now on.
Ooh.
To honor dads.
Maybe we can make it into a Monday and make it a long weekend.
And I think what we should do, too, is maybe offer to get Bill's van. You'll recognize Bill's got the horns on the front of it now, ever since Galveston. And you can take people shopping for Dad during the week.
Exactly.
Talk
and
a
you know
little
what? We could put barbecues in the back.
What a great idea.
I have room.
You could even barbecue in there.
Exactly.
All right. So next Sunday is Father's Day.
Yes,
And
next Sunday.
We'll do something special for Dad on the show next Saturdays. Where I was going with this. So it's Radio Real Estate. 10:38 is the time, coming up now to 10:39. And Scott Douglas, who is the president of First Service Residential, North America's leading residential property manager, is on the line. And I say, Scott, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. This week we'd like to recap some of the important strata topics we spoke about during our series. In our first chat together, we defined strata corporations. As a refresher, a strata corporation is a legal entity responsible for maintaining its property for the betterment of all owners. Strata corporations come in all shapes and sizes and can include townhomes, high-rise buildings, bare land properties, and more. Strata corporations are run by an elected group of owners known as a strata council. With more than 29,000 unique strata corporations across BC today, these councils typically enlist the services of a professional property management company to advise them and carry out the responsibilities on their behalf. Another topic we spoke about was the role of your strata manager. Remember, according to the rules of the Real Estate Council of British Columbia, your strata manager is required to take his or her direction from the strata council. A strata manager cannot impose his or her rules or regulations on the community, as they must operate within the strata corporation's rules and bylaws under the direction of the elected strata council only. Your strata manager is your primary contact for council members and owners in caring for your property. Your manager's responsibilities include organizing maintenance, providing professional advice to council and owners, enforcing bylaws, responding to owners' questions, and much more. We also spent time speaking about the role of strata councils. As you may recall, the strata members that make up a strata council are generally volunteers with a variety of backgrounds and a wide variety of skill sets. Council members are responsible to represent the ownership of your strata corporation by making decisions related to the proper maintenance and operational decisions of your strata corporation. As a reminder, your council will often rely on the experience of a strata management company to provide guidance, take on assigned tasks, implement their decisions, and communicate with residents. An important topic we touched on was the relationship between strata corporations and property management companies. As your strata management company, we are responsible to the strata council and owners. We act as a strata corporation's agent, and we carry out all actions that are directed by the strata council. We are the primary point of contact for owners, and we are available to answer a wide range of questions about account balances, the use of amenity facilities, move-ins, and anything to do with the daily operations of the property. We also took time to discuss strata legislation. The Strata Property Act is the primary piece of legislation that governs how your strata corporation may function. The Strata Property Act covers many topics, including the process for creating a strata corporation, insurance requirements for strata corporations, governance of the strata by an elected strata council, operating fund and contingency reserve fund requirements, depreciation report requirements, and much more. The Act is also what guides strata management companies in what they are legally allowed to do while servicing and advising clients. In our most recent Strata 101 talk, we discussed the benefits that exist when the same company provides both strata and rental management services at your property. Many owners choose to rent out their units and enlist the help of a professional rental management company to find qualified tenants and maintain their suites on behalf of the owner. The benefit of using the same company for both strata management and rental management services is improved responsiveness and communication. Having rental agents on site at your property adds an extra set of eyes to identify potential concerns and quickly communicate them to your strata manager to respond. Rental agents may also be licensed to provide strata management services, meaning they understand the technical aspects of managing a property and can effectively communicate any potential owner concerns directly to your strata manager. Thank you for listening to the many topics we have covered. We hope you have learned more about how your strata corporation functions. If you're interested in how First Service Residential can advise your strata corporation, please contact us today. This is Scott Douglas for Radio Real Estate.
If you have any questions about property management or if you'd like to book an appointment with First Service Residential, call 604-683-8900. That's 604-683-8900 or visit fsresidential.com.
It's 10:42 on the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now for Sherry's Celebrity Real Estate Gossip.
Well, thank you, Tom. Today I'm talking about it used to be the winter home for JFK and Jackie Kennedy. The 15,000 square foot mansion has hit the market after an impressive makeover for $38.5 million.
15,000 square feet.
15,000 square feet.
You know we have lots less size than that.
That's a summer home. Summer home.
This is the winter house, and in 1995 it was sold for $4.9 million. It's a 1920s Mediterranean mansion. It looks it's beautiful, and it's had a $6 million renovation. It's got 11 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, and it was built in 1925. Apparently, JFK's dad bought the place in 1933 for $120,000.
And apparently they needed those 11 bedrooms.
I guess.
I guess. I don't know.
And Star Trek Captain Patrick Stewart has a condo going on the market asking $3.795 million. Stewart and his then-wife, TV producer Wendy Noose, bought the co-op in 2003 for $1.8, and she has lived in the non-space age home full-time since the couple's divorce, which happened the year of the purchase. That happens a lot, actually. And now circumstances have changed, so it is on the market for $3.795 million.
And you're a realtor, you ought to know.
And that's your celebrity real estate gossip today.
And if you want to get more real estate gossip on the celebrity type online, go to our website, which is radiorealestateshow.ca, radiorealestateshow.ca. And right there on the homepage, you can click a little thingy and get all the information you need.
What thingy we're going to click?
I don't know. There's some technical term for it. Is it an icon?
You click on the icon that says Celebrity Real Estate Gossip, and there you go.
And if you can't find the icon, just click on the thingy. It's 10:44. In the next segment of the Radio Real Estate Show, Donna Smoot of Remax Masters Realty in West Vancouver will be joining us. And we're going to look at the North Shore real estate market.
And we're going to be talking about when Vancouver is Vancouver and when Vancouver is not Vancouver.
You keep saying this.
Are we always confused by what Vancouver is or isn't?
Well, what is
Maybe
it?
you are. I'm looking forward to hearing about this.
Good morning. It's Tom Lucas with our host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklin's still wondering if it's Vancouver or if it's not Vancouver. Bill is the president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer is Paul Dembski, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650 Radio.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Donna Smoot here from Remax Masters Realty in West Vancouver. You may be getting ready to downsize your home, and this is great because it will give you more quality time to enjoy the lifestyle the North Shore has to offer. Hiking, skiing, golfing, the arts, and fabulous restaurants. For more information on downsizing on the North Shore, call me at 604-803-0931 or visit my website, smoodrealestate.com. That's SMOOD. It's all about you.
Hi, this is Rima with the Delta Rise, Delta's tallest and newest tower, rising 37 stories. Delta Rise is known for its accessible location, great outdoor amenities, and smartly designed floor plans. For more information, visit us at the corner of Scott Road and 80th Avenue or online at deltarise.ca. Come find out what all the hype is about. It's why we call it 37 stories of wow.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
A mix of sun and cloud today, high near 21 degrees on the coast, up to 24 inland. UV index is about 7 or high.
And tomorrow you'll find it mainly cloudy with a 30% chance of showers in the evening. And on Monday it will be sunny with a high of 20.
And right now it is 17 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
AM 650.
10:47 is the time. It's Radio Real Estate on AM 650 Radio. Now, if somebody misses a portion of the program today, or they maybe were listening to Colin Johnson and thought, hey, that CHIPS program sounds kind of interesting, they want to go back and listen to it again, can they do so?
They can, actually. It's so easy. You just go to the internet and go to www.radiorealestateshow.ca.
Then what?
And then you just click on Listen to the Show Clips.
Is that like a thingy thing?
That'd be you click on the thingy, right?
You click at the top of your screen, Show Clips, and it will take you automatically, just like that, to the show clips.
And you can listen to shows from days of yore.
You can listen to a month to 2 months to 3 months ago.
Wow.
If there's something you missed or you walked halfway in on a conversation and thought, wow, that was really exciting, I want to go back and hear it, you can.
That's interesting. That's cool. I'm going to do that after the show just to see if we've improved any over the last 8 years. 10:47 is the time, and it's time now to take a look at North Shore Real Estate. We have Donna Smoot on the line from Remax Masters Realty. Donna, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, too. I can't believe it's June already.
What a surprise.
And next Sunday is Father's Day? Holy cow.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Well, thank you very much. I want to talk to you today about real estate in North and West Vancouver. First of all, let's compare the markets to maybe April to May. How are things looking over there?
May was very steady. North Vancouver remains a seller's market, and West Vancouver is a balanced market. Homes are selling approximately 4% below list price, and in North Vancouver, homes are selling approximately 1% above list price.
Now, that's interesting, too. And like you always say, as the other people do on the show, if you have your house on the market and if you price it correctly, chances are you're going to score.
If your house is priced correctly on the North Shore right now, chances are you'll have multiple offers, so you may get more for your property.
Now, you're out talking to people every day. You've met some people you haven't talked to in years. You've met some new people. You've met some people that are new in the area. And I guess they're all interested in real estate in the North Shore. What would possess somebody to want to move to the North Shore, other than the fact that you live over there? But other than that?
People just like the North Shore because it's a diverse community. It's friendly. We've got lots of community events. We've talked about this so many times, but because you can ski and run and golf and bike and hike, and there's just so many things to do over here. It's just a very healthy place to live.
And if you're like Donna Smood, you can do all those things in the same day. Holy cow, I've never seen somebody so active like you in my entire life. Also, the other good thing about the North Shore, too, there's lots of educational opportunities, there's lots of medical, there's lots of restaurants, there's just everything a person would need.
We have more new restaurants coming in, and we have several medical facilities in each community.
If you need attention, you can get it there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I know there are a lot of single women that are involved with real estate, lots of single ladies over there, maybe even some single moms. There are people that are looking to downsize, people looking to move up in the marketplace, or people looking to invest, and you take care of them all.
I sure do.
We always do it at the end of the show, but let's have you give out your telephone number.
Yes, definitely call me, 604-803-0931.
That number again is?
604-803-0931.
Now, you have a unique open house coming up, not today, but tomorrow afternoon.
It's beautiful. It's Suite 503-1499 West Pender Street. So it's right down at Cole Harbor, just where you want to be, close to everything. You can walk to work, walk to the restaurant. It's beautiful. It's 3 years old. It has 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's 1,125 square feet. It's got 2 covered parking stalls. It's air conditioned, and it's $998,800.
If somebody wants to come by and say hello to you, what time are you open?
Please come by on Sunday from 3 to 5.
3 to 5 p.m. Sounds good. Well, good luck with the open house. Have some fun. I'm sure there's lots of great views, and you and I will talk again for Father's Day next week.
I'm looking forward to it. Have a great week. This is Donna Smood for Radio Real Estate.
To learn more about the North Shore market, call Donna at 604-803-0931. That's 604-803-0931. Or visit smoodrealestate.com. That's SMOOD realestate.com.
I went to the bank to see what they could do. They said, son, look like bad luck got a hold on you. But it's too tight to mention.
You like that one, don't you?
I do.
Money's too tight to mention.
You'd be amazed the number of people that are on hold and they say, did that song just come up while I was listening, or is that something that's permanently there? Is it?
What we should do maybe is after the show is everybody who's listening should call Bill's office just to listen to his on-hold message.
Well, I have to be there, though.
Oh, you do?
Yes, because otherwise
you have to put the phones on hold.
Yeah.
I see. So we're not really necessarily going to be talking about money, maybe a little bit about money, but I'm interested in this. We're going to talk about when is Vancouver not Vancouver. Bill, when's Vancouver not Vancouver?
Well, apparently the media love using the word Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll use Vancouver either as a city of 650,000 people, or maybe it's 7.25 by now, or they'll use Vancouver as if it's the whole entire Lower Mainland from Squamish to Hope almost.
That's a big area.
And what they'll do is they'll change those numbers to fit whatever story they want to tell. So right now they're saying the prices of homes in Vancouver on average are like $2.2 million. Like, who in their right mind is going to live in a community that has a price of a home at $2.2 million? I mean, like, we're not all rock stars and movie stars that can afford some of the homes that Sherry talks about on her celebrity gossip.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at what the other communities, Burnaby, you're looking at Port Coquitlam, Richmond, you're looking at Surrey, of course, you're looking at a different price range. You're looking at, on average, for example, in this last little bit, the average price of a home in the valley, if that's what you want to call it, is $558,000. I mean, so that would be more realistic in terms of the values of homes we're talking about. Like, people don't all move to New York City and live in New York. People don't move to Chicago and live in downtown Chicago. People don't go to L.A. and live in L.A. They may live in Corona County. They live in the suburbs because they're going to live where they can afford to live.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that we come across on any kind of our media presentations is that people want to live in downtown Vancouver, and they got to buy a $2.2 million home. I have a client that I helped buy a home in Newmarket in Ontario, and he bought a beautiful new townhome, and Ontario is way cheaper than Vancouver in terms of these stats that they keep on utilizing, and yet his townhome in Newmarket was more expensive than the same equivalent townhouse was valued at in Langley. So, and when you look at the time frame of getting from Langley to downtown Vancouver and Newmarket to downtown Toronto, it's the same distance.
Not the same, yeah.
But so it gets bothersome after a while when you just use these numbers just to make numbers.
Where are they getting these numbers from?
Well, they call it Greater Vancouver. Well, you can't have Greater Vancouver unless you are a city. And you're not a city, you're an amalgamation of villages or cities, but they're not huge. If you're talking about a metro city, metropolitan area, Greater Vancouver area, you have to look at a place like Regina, Calgary, Winnipeg, Toronto, New York, Seattle. Those are metropolitan greater cities because they are all one city.
Don't hold back, Bill. Keep going.
So you're saying that maybe the media, from what you hear, embellishes a little bit on those prices.
A lot. A lot, because this is the best place to live. These are the best homes that you can buy. There are some great realtors out there. There are some great areas to buy in, and you don't have to live in downtown Vancouver, in Yaletown, or in Kitsilano, or whatever. You live where you can afford to live, but they make it appear as if, gee, if you can't live in Yaletown or Kitsilano, you just can't afford to live here.
You know what gets me? These people that live in Yaletown, God bless them, but to me, it's not the place where you want to raise a family, because like here's your condo, here's your townhome, and then here's the main road. Go outside and play in the traffic, Johnny.
Yeah, that's not going to work too
Chase the dog down the street, see what happens.
Yeah, that's why the dogs are small, because they're quick.
And the kids are small too, and there's a bus coming, and it's not a good thing. So
No, that's right.
I just wondering about that.
So just one of those things that we're supposed to be responsible in terms of reporting. When we talk about interest rates, we're responsible about it. When Sherry talks about her homes are listed, she's being responsible about it in terms of the values of them. But when we hear those kind of blanket statements about the prices of homes in Vancouver, like what are you talking about? Are you talking about downtown Vancouver? Are you talking about North Van, West Van, East Van? Are you talking about the city? Like you need to be more clear in regards to that reporting. You got to be more honest.
Well, hopefully somebody from the newspapers or the television stations were listening today, and they're going to heed your message.
It doesn't carry the same amount of interest if you do that.
Oh, yeah, right.
You can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
In the next segment of our show, we'll find out how to prevent indoor pollen. Yes, springtime is here, pollen is in the air, and we'll talk to Finn Jensen about that.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, our producer Paul Dembski, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, this is Donna Smood of RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver. I specialize in helping women find their new home, and I also help you get top dollar when selling. Call me at 604-803-0931 and let me put my extensive marketing plan to work for you. For more information, please visit my website, smoodrealestate.com. That's smoodrealestate.com. SMOOD. It's all about you.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labour and materials. We're proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hello, I'm Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential, the largest strata management company in Greater Vancouver, proudly serving more than 45,000 residences. Speaking directly with our customers, we understand that owners look for strong communication and professional guidance when it comes to managing residences they live in. Our mission at First Service Residential is to deliver exceptional service and solutions that enhance the value of every property and the lifestyle of every owner. Trust First Service Residential to professionally manage your strata corporation. Visit fsresidential.com today to request a proposal.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
AM 650.
This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flips in the rain now, and this house flips in the cold.
It's time now for Finn Jensen on the Radio Real Estate Show. Finster, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, Sherry. A spring without pollen is as probable as spring without rain. But this year is one of the toughest yet for allergy sufferers. People who have never had symptoms have it this season. And the experts tell us is all climate related, so there's not much we can do about it, especially when outdoors. But indoors, it's a slightly different matter. There are things we can do to help. For instance, we know it gets into the home through open doors and windows, and not much can be done about that, but the effects can be minimized by keeping the windows closed whenever possible. Drafts can sweep a lot of pollen into the home that settles on everything, including the bed linen. This is where a small air conditioning unit would come in handy. Either a fixed window model or a portable unit with a quality filter system will go a long ways to help make life easier for allergy sufferers. It would then be comfortable to close windows and doors to the outside to help keep the air clean in the home. Most of the time, we don't need an air conditioner for our climate, but perhaps with the added advantage of helping to control air quality, it has found a new relevance as yet another must-have appliance. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
Get ready for summer now. If you have any plumbing or air conditioning work that needs to be done, call Finn Jensen at 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
Thank you, Bill. Now, before we go, Sherry, you have a couple of brand new listings. You wanted to talk about some hot listings.
I do. It's been a couple of busy weeks, and I do have two hot new listings, and one is in North Delta. It's Unit 110-11901, 89A Avenue. This is a 1,200 square foot one-level townhome for $215,000. So great deal on this. It's great. It's close to everything. So you can take a look at that on my website. And I have another new listing. It's actually not even on my website yet. It should be on in the next couple of days. It's in New West. It's a one-bedroom, fully renovated. And if you like a water view and you want to feel like it's just an incredible view. It's on the 16th floor. Views of the river, totally renovated. So 1601 420 Carnarvon in New West. Close to everything, close to SkyTrain, and it's $289,900.
That's a good price.
And yes, and it's fully renovated, including heated floors in the bathroom, laminate, beautiful appliances in the kitchen. It's very spectacular if you're not afraid of heights, because
what's that price again?
It's $289,900.
Wow.
And I noticed you went way out of your way to avoid using the expression Riverview. Your website, Sherry, is?
SherryBrown.ca. That's SHERI Brown.ca. Or you can call me directly at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789.
And Bill Macklem is going to go out and talk to people about when Vancouver is Vancouver and when it's not Vancouver.
So I'm actually meeting a client not in Vancouver.
So you're going to Tsawwassen?
I'm going to Tsawwassen.
Which is not in Vancouver.
It's not in Vancouver.
No. Well, okay. So Paul and I have nowhere to go, so we're just going to hang out at the radio station here till next week, till we're all back together again.
Wow.
Yeah. So keep it on AM 50 at 6:50. Enjoy your week. Till next Saturday morning at 10. On behalf of Bill, Sherry, Paul, and myself, Tom, I say thank you. Bye.
The proceeding was a paid program on AM 650.